Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of The Mind. It's been a long off season. We have some changes to the show. If you remember last year when we kicked things off here with The Mind, we said we're going to be an all-sports show and this and that. But life happens. Life hits you right in the face. And, the producer of the show, the host of the show, myself, we all have jobs now. So we don't have as much time as we used to, so we're going to cut it back to a only NFL show. We will give you updates on some wrestling and some college football along the way, but our main focus for now on will be the NFL, as it pretty much was in the past. Without further ado, welcome to The Mind. And now we are less than 10 hours away from the greatest day of all, the opening kickoff of the NFL season, and it has been a long 214 days, 9 hours, 37 minutes, and as of now, 35 seconds since the last time we've seen NFL football live. And guess what? I cannot wait for anything better than this. This is the greatest time of the year. It's football. October's around the corner. I can almost wear a hoodie. November means Thanksgiving and food. Then we got Christmas, Santa Claus, Jesus, and presents. Oh my goodness, this is the greatest time of year. So with that being said, today is going to be, like I said, the first episode of Season 2, but we procrastinated because that's what me and the producer do. We are procrastinators to the fullest. So we're going to give you a little, not the full extent of the show as we wish we could, but we're going to knock it out today, and we're going to try to get it out before the NFL actually kicks off. And how we're going to do this is we're going to go through each NFL team. I'm going to give you my opinions on them. How I believe they're going to do. We're going to break down AFC, NFC, who's in the playoffs, who's not, and I'm going to give you your Super Bowl game, who's going to play each other, and your Super Bowl champion and the score to the Super Bowl. So here we go. All right, so as I said, we are moving on to the predictions part of the show, and how we're going to do that is I have inserted a player card from each team into this trusty Walmart bag. Always keep the Walmart bags. There's always a Walmart bag in everybody's house somewhere. We're going to find it. So here we go. Who do we have first? Warren Moon, Seattle Seahawks. I'm not a fan of the Seahawks. But Russell Wilson is a very, very good quarterback. And he is married to Sierra. And she's taller than him. So kudos to him for pulling that off. I like you for that, but other than that, nah. Russell Wilson will lead this team. He'll be the leader of the team as he always is. But the defense is older. The offense is not what it was. They don't. Doug Baldwin. I think they still have Lockett. The receiving core just ain't there. But Russell Wilson, he might do what Russell Wilson does, and hey, he's lucky, man. So Seahawks could be lucky, but I don't see it. They will not make the playoffs this year. On who are we going on to now? Oh, I can get it in the bag. All right. Chris Carter, Mr. One Hand himself of the Minnesota Vikings. By the way, I only have like one Randy Moss card, so if you want to give me one, I'll take it. Wow. They went out and got Kurt, your Cousins, in the offseason. Let go of Case Keenum, who got him to the NFC Championship game. Got rid of Bradford, who they traded away for before last year. They got rid of their first-round pick a couple years ago, Teddy Bridgewater, who lost his job to injury. But, hey, it is what it is. If I'm Minnesota, I'm keeping one of those guys instead of spending so much money on Kirk Cousins, because I don't believe he's that quarterback that's going to get you past the NFC Championship game. I really don't. Cousin Kurt throws for 5,000 yards a year. Congratulations, but just not sold on him, man, as being like that winner. Good quarterback, though. I'm not taking it away from him. I just don't think he'll be that guy that gets him over, especially when you could have brought some players in to help out Case Keenum and get you over that hump. But, hey, it is what it is. They're not making the playoffs. I take that back. Minnesota will still be very, very good. Not sure they'll make the playoffs or not. We'll get to that. They probably will be around there. They'll be close to it. So I take back away. They're not making them. Who we got next? Miami Dolphins. Dan Marino. I'm a fan of Tannehill. Don't think he's that great, but I am a fan of him. You trade away your best player, though, in Jarvis Landry. Your defense is average at best. You don't have Sue no more. They're not going to make the playoffs. I really don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But hey, each team has their day, right? Who do we get next? Look at Barry Sanders, man, of the Detroit Lions. I think the last time they had a 100-yard game rushing was when he was there. Actually, it was like 4 or 5 years ago. But, they got Matt Stafford. They got a decent defense. But I do not believe it will be enough in the very, very hard NFC North. With you got Green Bay, you have Minnesota, you have Chicago, who just got Khalil Mack, so they're getting better. Will not make the playoffs. But they'll be okay, though. Stafford will get you points in fantasy if you need a quarterback. Who we got next? Marcus Dupree. You've seen the ESPN 30 for 30 on this guy. Great episode of 30 for 30. The Rams, they were LA. Then he went to St. Louis. Now they're back in LA. Jared Goff, that amazing defense they built, they will be very good. They will win that division. They will be in the playoffs. How far they go, I believe, depends on Jared Goff. But I believe, that first year, people are like, oh my God, he ain't that good. He's a bust, blah, 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 blah. Last year he came out and he balled out. You know what I'm saying? You add Brandon Cooks in the mix with already a very good receiving core. And you got Todd Gurley, who will be around in the MVP discussion, in my opinion, at the end of the year. So, yeah, those are your division champs right there. They'll be in the playoffs. Who do we got next? We'll do 2 more. I'm going to have to take a little bit of a break, grab some water. The other team out in LA, this is LT, though. This is the San Diego Chargers, not the LA Chargers. People give them a problem about their stadium, who holds, I think 10 people in it. But I like it. It's a nice little small atmosphere. If I could make it out there before, I would definitely like to check out that little small arena Coliseum deal they got going out there. But LA, the Chargers, Phillip Rivers, very underrated quarterback, very good quarterback, very underrated in my opinion. He's coming to later years. Antonio Gates, they let him go, but they brought him back because Hunter Henry tore his leg in half again. They'll be close. They have a very good defense. They have some players. They have Melvin Gordon. And if they have a kicker that can make a field goal, they probably win last year about 10 games. So they'll be around the playoff discussion. We'll get more onto that when we get to the playoffs. Who do we get next? We'll do this one. And I'm going to take a quick little break. Gatorade. I'm thirsty. I need my electrolytes. So who do we get? We have MJD, my man down there in Jacksonville, a.k.a. Saxonville. They'll be good again this year, man. Bortles, people don't like Bortles. I'm halfway on him. I think he's good, but I don't think they get him to the Super Bowl maybe one day with that defense. Maybe he'll pull a Trent Dilfer or something. But they'll be all right, man. They lose Marquise Lee, but they lost Allen Hurns before last year. Going into the season, they still have a good receiver named Cole is a bit of a sleeper, but they'll be good, man. Jalen Ramsey talking all that junk. I love it. It's good. They'll be in the playoffs again this year. They should have been in the damn Super Bowl last year, but the NFL loves Tom Terrific. So, all right, we'll do one more. I said that was the last one. We'll do one more. Then I'm going to take the break. Who do we get? Brett Favre. By the way, if you ever say Brett Favre, you got to go Brett Favre, Brett Favre, Brett Favre. You got to say it 3 times. Green Bay, man, they have Aaron Rodgers, the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now. That man, he's a bad man, as Stephen Smith would say. Stephen A. Smith. They're going to win that division. Very tough division, though. Chicago's going to be tougher this year. But A-Rod, man, if he don't get hurt, who knows where they can take the Packers, man. He's just that good of a player by himself individually to get him past. He can win against anybody. So they'll be good. They'll make the playoffs. I'm about to go grab some Gatorade, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back, man. I got my drink, got my Gatorade, and my WWE cup. By the way, The Undertaker is coming back to fight Triple H in the land down under. I think about a month or so. Raw was pretty good the other night. We're not talking wrestling right now. We're talking NFL football. Make football violent again, by the way. And who do we get in the bag today? Drew Bledsoe, New England Patriots. Just think, man, if you don't ever get smacked on the sideline by the Jets, we might never ever get to see Tom Terrific. Yeah, Patriots. Let's make this short. They're going to win the division. They'll be in the playoffs. In discussion. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? My man plays Doug Williams, quarterback, Washington Redskins. No offense, by the way. Yeah, man. Alex Smith. I'm a big Alex Smith fan. Just can't like him no more because he plays for the Deadskins. But they will not make the playoffs. I don't think they'll probably win like 6 games. There you go. Redskins, 6 games. Who we got? Oh. And who beats the Redskins? The Dallas Cowboys. By the way, that's Troy Aikman. His UCLA, #1 draft pick, rookie card. Whew, okay, this is going to be a little bit longer than the others because, they're my boys and everything. But one day I wake up and I think, man, you know what? The Cowboys, man, we might just do it, man. Maybe 11-5, man. We'll be in there. We'll win the division, man. We'll take down the Eagles. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, man, this might not be that good this year. But I got faith in my boys, man. Dak Prescott, I think he had that sophomore slump, which I hope he wasn't going to have last year, but he had it in some ways. The defense this year, though, is looking a lot better, man. Our DBs have more experience than they did last year. We got Woods out there, man. We got some players out there. We got Heath. He's smacking people. The first string defense is running to the ball like Marinelli likes, and they're smacking people in the preseason. And I really like what I saw out of my defense. Just I got to see how this offense rolls, man. I think we go as Zeke goes. Zeke the Freak. If we're good, Zeke the Freak might be in that, that Todd Gurley MVP discussion. He'll definitely over 1,000 yards. I'm going to say it. He'll lead the NFL in rushing because he's going to have a lot of touches this year. Dallas Cowboys, I'll let you know if they make the playoffs or not once we get to that part of the show. On who do we get next? Who do we got next? Brian, man, we are in a run of NFC East teams here. If I pull out the Giants next, it's just like, I don't even know. It's just crazy. But Brian Dawkins, Weapon X, they are your God, man, I hadn't thought I would never say this. They are your defending Super Bowl champions, and you know what? They're going to be pretty decent again. They lost some players. Everybody loses players when it comes to after the Super Bowl. Burt and the tight end. They lost, I think, Michael Kendricks off of the defense. That's going to be a tough division this year because the Giants will be a little bit better. The Cowboys, like I said, hopefully they're good. I'm praying that they're good. But the Eagles, they'll be there, man. Carson Wentz, he comes back. He was going to be the MVP if he don't break his leg in half last year. So they'll be around. They make the playoffs. Not going to say they're going to win the division or not yet. We'll get to that. But let's see who we get. If I pull out the Giants, like I said, man, this is crazy. This is just so you know this is random. Who do we got? Okay, we ain't get the Giants, but we did get Warren Sapp and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like famous Jameis, man, but I guess the Buccaneers don't. They're talking about even when he comes back, he might not play. All that little suspension thing he had, with the whole Uber driver and all that. They got Mike Evans. They need a running back though. They drafted one, but he wasn't looking very good in the preseason. Their defense, this is not there, man. I do not think they'll be very good this year. 7 games, maybe. No. I ain't going to put a game number on them, but they will not make the playoffs. They're not going to be that good. Let's see who we got. Oh, man, this is actually one of my favorite cards I got. Just the wrong team version of them. But Deion Sanders. Wow, that's 2 NFC in a row, too. Deion Sanders, the Atlanta Falcons. That's his rookie card. I got lots of good rookie cards. Falcons. I'm not a fan of the Falcons. I'm not, but I'm not going to be biased here. They'll be good. They got Calvin Ridley to go along with Julio Jones. This is an Alabama gang down there. It's just that I don't know, man. They'll be good. We'll see how when we get to the NFC South predictions of the playoffs and everything. I believe that is the toughest division in all of the NFL, though, the NFC South, or one of them, because they're all decent. Falcons, though, bold prediction. I'm just going to say it will not make the playoffs. Although they'll be very good. It's going to be one of the two. Who do we get? Who do we get this time? Let's see. Wow, that's freaking 3 NFC South teams in a row, just like the NFC East. But Sam Mills, keep pounding, baby. You see the shirt. The Carolina Panthers. Okay, like the Cowboys, I'm gonna take a little bit extra time on them, because they're my favorite team, man. I'm down with them, man. Keep pounding, man. Cam VP, yes we can. Luke, they will be your division champs this year. Cam Newton gets back to the 2015 version of Cam Newton, the Cam VP version of Cam Newton. Our defense is good. Axon Jackson, he's our next Josh Norman out there on the outside to go with Bradbury. Yeah, man, I am big. I am sold on the Panthers this year. Christian McCaffrey is going to be very, very good this year. Very good. He's going to get like 20, 30, 25, 30 touches a game. Ron Rivera said he's coming out of the backfield. North Turner's our new offense coordinator, and you saw what he did with LaDainian Tomlinson. And I'm not saying Christian McCaffrey is LT, okay? But LT said himself before he got drafted that was his favorite player coming out of the draft, and that he reminded of him. So if we can get North Turner to run that offense like they did in San Diego all those years ago with Phillip and even Drew Brees and LT when they were winning, I think we'll be good because we got the defense. And we got DJ Moore, who Steve Smith is sold on. So, yeah, man, Carolina will be great this year. Keep pounding, baby. Who do we got next? If I pull out the Saints, by that I will. That would be pretty cool, though. That would be the whole NFC South in a row. Or did I already do the Saints? I can't recall. All right, well, Priest Holmes. Would you look at that? Priest Holmes, that's a name I've heard a long time. Falcons, the other birds. Yeah, the Ravens. Don't see them doing good. A lot of people are like, yo, the Ravens might be all right, man. They might be all right. I'm not believing it. Lamar Jackson will be starting for them halfway through the year, who is the second best quarterback out of his draft behind Baker Mayfield. Maybe he sparks the team up, man. I just don't see it. Don't see them winning. They will not make the playoffs. Who do we got? Okay. Icky Woods. Let's do the Icky shuffle up in Cincinnati. Andy Dalton, blah. No, I take that back. He's all right. AJ Green, though, I think he'll have a big year this year. Also, I think Joe Mixon finally takes on that lead role of their running back, even though they still got Gio, and they like to run the 2 running back system there. But the defense, got perfect. Hopefully, they don't kill nobody this year. But yeah, not making the playoffs. Who do we got? Let's do 2 more. We're gonna do all of them. Let's do 2 more in a row. Yeah. Okay, Eddie George and the Tennessee Titans. I'll be rooting for Harold Landry, who is from my hometown of Spring Lake, North Carolina. So, Mr. Landry, do big things for us, buddy. I think you're going to be great. Marcus Mariota, I believe he's a very good quarterback, and he can run, kind of like the Cam Newton, Alex Smith type, Deshaun Watson type down there. But that's kind of a weaker division. I think they have a chance at it. They made some strides last year. If they can keep making strides forward, I think they'll be closer to playoffs this year. But I'm gonna say no as of now. But maybe that will change before the show ends. All right. Who do we got? We got Priest. No, I was about to say Priest Holmes again. Marcus Allen, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm big on the Chiefs this year, man. I think they're going to make a run. Tyreek Hill, they added Sammy Watkins. They got Kareem Hunt, who led the NFL in rushing last year. Kind of faded a little bit towards the end of last year. But without Alex Smith, with Patrick Mahomes, by the way, my Mahomes, he can throw that deep ball, man. He has a cannon. And you had probably the 2 fastest receivers in the league, or 2 of the top 5 fastest receivers in the league. And defense is still good. They lost Marcus Peters, which is not great. Of course, you don't lose Marcus Peters, but they'll be there, man. They're going to win. They'll be in the playoffs. Let's see who we get. TJ Yates, Carolina kid. He ain't there no more, though, in Houston. Deshaun Watson is there now. Believe in Deshaun Watson, Gainesville, Georgia. Product. Yeah, they're going to be good. I hope he stays healthy, man. I loved watching him play last year. J.J. Watt, Javion Clowney on defense. They can get Miller running the ball out of that backfield. Like he's capable of running. I think they have a shot, man. They have a shot to make the playoffs. in that division, especially in that division. Don't see them, obviously Jacksonville is going to win that division, but the AFC is a bit on the downside this year, so I think they have a shot at making the playoffs. We'll see. Who do we got? Okay, Peyton Manning, Indianapolis Colts. Same division, man. It's crazy how we just get, damn, that's 3 in a row again. That's crazy. I said that a lot in the last couple minutes. Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck is back, people. So if they're lucky, they'll make the playoffs, but I don't see it this year. They need some help at receiver besides T.Y. Hilton. Marlon Mack, though, running back, might be a little bit surprised, but they needed help on that defense, man. So I think the defense was going to hold them back, and the offensive line. Although they got Quentin Nelson, who's probably going to be like all-pro, all-timer. They're on the offensive line. The juice is loose. O.J. Simpson, man. I will be at a Bills game against Detroit in December in Buffalo. I want to go through a table. Someone throw me through a table. But by the way, KB, Kelvin Benjamin, have good luck having Nathan Peterman throw the ball or whoever, Josh Allen, the rookie. Good luck with that. I mean, Cameron's inaccurate. Sometimes we know that. But to come at him like that, KB, come on, brother. I have your jersey, man. You were Benjamin Dollars, man. Still kind of like you, but at the same time, I don't. But, yeah, I don't see them making the playoffs this year. They should have kept Tyrod Taylor. Should have kept him because their defense is good. All right, we're running kind of low here. We're getting to the end. There goes the Giants. Rodney Hampton. The Giants will be good this year, people. That division, the NFC East, you got the Cowboys, you got the Eagles, you got the Redskins, who I don't think are going to be good, but you got the defending Super Bowl champs out there. But you got Saquon Barkley in the draft. Odell comes back healthy. The defense is still nice, man. You still got the corners out there that are very good secondary. They stay healthy. Offensive line stays healthy. They could be dangerous. I'm not, like I said, man, I'm a Cowboys fan. I hate the Giants, but they could be very good this year. We'll get to them in the playoffs, and maybe. We'll see. Who we got? The Yak, the modern Yak man himself. The Black Mouth, the Yak. Skip, I'm on that Yak, Skip. Shannon Stark, Denver Broncos. They got Case Keenum, man. The defense is old. They still got some weapons on the outside of Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders, but man, bro, the quarterback situation there is crazy. Chad Kelly, though, looked nice, man. I think obviously they're not going to put him over Case Keenum when they brought him in, but I wouldn't be surprised if Keenum gets into a slump and they just throw Chad Kelly in there. I mean, they just got rid of their first-round draft pick a couple years ago, 2 years ago, I think it was, Paxton Lynch. But John Elway, man, you a good quarterback, but what are you doing GMing as of now? Hey, you got a Super Bowl, though, so can't even be mad, even though you beat my team. But, yeah, whatever. But Broncos will not make the playoffs this year. They're not going to be very good. Who you got? Clay Matthews and the Cleveland Browns, man. Baker Mayfield, I'm sold on Baker, man, even though I don't think he might not get on the field as early as we might think he will with Tyrod Taylor there, because I'm a big Tyrod Taylor fan as well. But you got Garrett, man. That defense is looking pretty good. You got offensive weapons. You got Jarvis Landry. Not only did you trade for Jarvis Landry, who I think is top 3, if not the top 2 receivers in the league, you got him to commit to stay there, and he wants to be a Brown. You don't get players like that every day that want to stay in Cleveland. They're going to be good, man. I don't think this is going to be the playoff year, but I'm going to go at least 5 or 6 wins for them. And you know what? In Cleveland, that's like a Super Bowl for them. And if they make a run at it, I will be happy for them. I got a lot of family in Ohio. My stepmom, my bonus mom, she's a Browns fan. My brothers, they're Browns fans. So for them, for their sake, for the other side of my family's sake, I hope they're good for them. And I like the Browns a little bit. I don't like them, but I hope they do good. All right, who we got? Fred Blinikoff, by the way. No glove receiver, bro. Come on, man. Oakland Raiders, what are you doing? You got to let him act. My man, John Gruden, who's acting like Jay Gruden right now, didn't even meet with the kid. I'm like, bro, that's your best defensive player. Not even going to meet with him. Try to get him to say, hey, come on, one more year. We'll pay you next year. Come on, man. You got Derek Carr, Amari Cooper. You got an older Marshawn Lynch who still has a little bit left in the tank. You could have made a run with that defense and Derek Carr, but not now, man. I thought they were going to be pretty decent. Maybe they still will be. But I just don't see it, John Gruden. I really don't. But hey, maybe you know something I don't. But they're not making the playoffs. Who do you got? Oh, check that out. We got the Saints, the last team in the NFC South. And that is also like a Jake Delhomme card. Daylight coming, you got a Delhomme. Saints, Drew Brees. Man, this is another tough team because, the defense is they're decent. They're not great, but you got Drew Brees, man. And if you got Drew Brees, you can win any football game. They beat the Panthers 3 times last year. They absolutely stabbed me in the heart 3 times last year with beating the Panthers 3 times. So with that being said, I think they'll be decent again this year. They'll be good. We'll see what we have in the playoffs here in a few. But yeah, man, Drew Brees. That's who they are. They are Drew Brees. As Drew Brees goes, so goes the Saints and Sean Payton. But how many more years do they got left down there in New Orleans with that? Not very many. We're down to 4 teams, so let's knock this out real quick. 5 teams. All right, who do you got? Terrell Owens, T.O., the 49ers, Jimmy G out there in 49er land. Won all his games he started last year. Everyone was like, oh, we're going to be great. We're going to be great. They made him like the highest paid quarterback ever until Aaron Rodgers got paid that $100 million deal. And I think he's dating Danica Patrick, going back on the Packers a little bit. But yeah, kudos to you, Aaron Rodgers. But okay, back to the 49ers. Not completely sold on them. Jerick McKinnon, who was going to be their starting running back, who I thought was going to be that's a perfect pickup for them, tore his ACL in the last play of a walkthrough. Thanks a lot because I drafted you. But I don't think they're making the playoffs this year, man. They're a couple players away. They're a couple players away. Who do we get next? We have Arenas Williams and the Cardinals. Chosen Rosen is there. He's upset because he got picked late. You weren't that good of a quarterback. I mean, you were a very great quarterback. You're a Chosen Rosen for crying out loud. But you're not better than Baker. You're not better than Lamar Jackson. Okay, so yeah, the defense is decent. They still got Larry Fitz. They got David Johnson, who's coming back off the injury, but they're not going to make the playoffs. Cardinals will not make the playoffs, but they'll be all right. We got the Steelers, or as my friend Tim would say, the Steel Fathers. Franco Harris, check that card out. Old card right there. Big Ben, AB. The defense is still good. The rookie from Virginia Tech is looking good. Well, on Madden anyway. He smacks people on Madden. But Le'Veon Bell, bro, let's play some football, man. You're losing out $900,000 every game you miss, and that's not smart considering you're older running back, and you're going to be paid next year regardless by somebody, probably the Colts or the Jets. But by the way, when you come back, man, with that first 5 plays, I guarantee you someone misses on an accident a blocking assignment, you get smacked because them offensive line who put their careers on the line every game for you, they're not getting paid like you are, bro. And for you to be like, oh, I need to get paid more, that's kind of, in my opinion, go get your money, do what you got to do. But you really made it about yourself. Can't be mad at you because everybody's who are they are. But if you play for the Cowboys and Panthers, man, I'll be done with you. I'll be like, bro, get this man out of here. Give me James Conner. Just get him out of here, man. But, hey, if you come to the Cowboys or Panthers, which you won't, I'll be all right with it. But, no, you know what? Bye, Le'Veon Bell. But guess what? The Steelers, they'll be around. They'll make a run at it, probably with Le'Veon eventually. They'll be in the playoffs. They're probably going to win that division. So we'll see. Down to 3 teams. I think 2 teams left. 2 teams left. All right. Chicago, the Bears. Peanut Tillman card. One of the best DBs and just secondary players ever. Knocking the ball out, causing fumbles. But off of him, Mitchell Trubisky, Carolina kid, UNC. I think he makes that Jared Goff-like jump this year. They added Allen Robinson. They still got Jordan Howard, who is incredibly underrated at running back, who's ran over 1,000 yards each year he's been in the league, just underrated. You go out and you trade your future picks away, though, and you get Khalil Mack, and you pay him, but it's smart, man. I think it's a good deal for both teams, really, but Chicago gives them hope. They've been down the last couple of years, and this makes them almost relevant again on the defense, man. The 85 defense, the Super Bowl shuffle. So it maybe gets them going a little bit, but do they make the playoffs this year? No. All right, we are down to our last team, and who is it? It is nobody else but the Jets. Joe Namath, by the way. Broadway Joe. You go get Sam Darnold, and you already named him week 1 starter, so that controversy is out the way, which I think is a good move. Especially if you believe in the kid and you think he's franchised, just go play the man, all right? This ain't like the Browns. We got a quarterback in front of them that is decent like Tyrod Taylor. Just play him, and we'll see what happens. Robbie Anderson, that receiver last year, I think he's going to be another breakout year for him, but not quite good enough. The Jets, they'll be in the Le'Veon Bell discussion next year, trying to get him to come in. Not making the playoffs. So, but yeah, that's all the teams we just ran through, man. I really hope you like that. That was kind of a cool little process of doing the season predictions for each team. Like I said, we'll be more organized when it comes to stuff in further episodes, stuff like that. But I really hope you enjoyed my predictions, and we're about to go into the playoffs, and let's see who makes the playoffs. Okay, on to the playoffs, and we're going to begin with I'm going to just take this off for a second. We're going to be going to the AFC here. So your teams out of the AFC, out of the NFC North, your division champs will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. The AFC East, your division champs will be the New England Patriots. The AFC West, your champs will be the Kansas City Chiefs. And out of your AFC South, your division champs will be the Jacksonville Jaguars. The division, man, is just the AFC for me this year is a bit down, like I said. And who I'm going to go with, my 2 wild card teams, is I said one wouldn't make it. I said the Chargers would not make the playoffs, but they will make the playoffs. I don't know. Just all of a sudden, I'm thinking here. I think Phil Rivers just has a really, really good year, and they make the playoffs. My other team out of the playoffs this year will be not out of the playoffs, but in the playoffs, out of the AFC South will be the Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson showed us great things last year before he got hurt, and I think he builds on that. That defense, like I said, very, very good. It's stacked. Your DNs, come on, man. It's almost cheating with these 2 guys, with Clowney and J.J. Watt. So those are your AFC playoff teams. On to the NFC. We're going to be going to the NFC North. Very tough division with the Vikings, the Packers, the Bears, and look, Packers win the division. They're into the playoffs. The NFC West, the LA Rams, that defense out there is ridiculous, or it should be on paper anyway. It's almost like a super team defense. So I'm going to go with the Rams out there. The NFC East, as much as it pains me to say this, your Philadelphia Eagles will repeat as division champs. And your division champs do it. And the NFC South will be the Carolina Panthers, because just with North Turner, man, that offense is going to take what we need. And Cam's going to the next level again this year. Your 2 wild card teams is going to be, man, I have 3 teams here and there's only 2 spots. My 3 teams for these 2 spots will be the Minnesota Vikings, the Giants, and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to go with these 2 teams, man. I'm going to put the Vikings in there, and I'm going to put the Cowboys in there. Now, with that being said, the Giants, they will not surprise me if the Giants make a run and make these playoffs, because I think they'll be good, man. The Giants will be good. Out of those 3 teams, they're going to have to battle out. But like I said, Minnesota and Dallas is what I'm looking at. But like I said, I would not be surprised if the Giants do it. And I would not we go as Zeke goes, and the Cowboys go as Zeke goes. And so if anything happens to him, or if Dak has another down year, that could be very bad for the Dallas Cowboys. But I'm putting them in. And so the NFC, 2 wildcard teams will be Minnesota and the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, now that we got the playoffs teams, who's in and who's out, well, I'm going to move on to my Super Bowl prediction. My Super Bowl prediction will be out of the AFC. I will give you the Pittsburgh Steelers will be coming out of the AFC. And out of the NFC, I'm wearing the shirt, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a fan, but the Carolina Panthers will be back in the Super Bowl this year, and the winner of this game will be the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to give you. I'm even going to give you the score. I'm going to give you 31-28 with a Gano field goal. The Gano field goal to win the game. That is your kind of NFL preseason prediction show from the mind. I really wish we would have did it a little bit better, like I said, but it's last minute stuff, and we really wanted to get it out there, so we're going to do this. So yeah, Carolina Panthers, 2019 Super Bowl champions. All right, and just in case if anybody out there in the Mind universe was wondering, because I know everybody was, I am still your weekly predictions champion. I had the best overall record this year, or excuse me, last year. We're going to what's the word I'm looking for here? Start the prediction shows, the weekly picks next week. This year, we're going to bring Pops on weekly. He's going to be on weekly with the predictions. Oh, let me take off my intro music. I'm sorry. I'm a champ. I get music, So we're going to bring Pops on every week this year. I'm going to try to add more people to it weekly. If you want to come on the show and, challenge me for the belt each week, just, hey, let me know. And also leave your predictions down in the comment box below. Let us know who you think is going to win so we can kind of, hey, let's see if they're smart. I'm going to try to get like I said, I'm trying to get more people in it every week. But my dad, Pops, a.k.a. Old Money, he'll be in every week. I'm going to try to get T Williams to be in it week. I'm trying to get the producer maybe to drop on this side of the camera every now and again and show up every other week and see what David MF and Murray thinks who's going to win each week. I'm going to try to get my man Tim Jones involved. I'm trying to get people involved in the show because I want people in Georgia. You cannot beat me, all right? You're not better than me. I beat you in Madden last night. You're not better than me. But yeah, I want to put my belt on the line more this year. And how I'm going to do it is this is going to be the weekly thing. I have another belt, the Intercontinental Champion. We're going to make that the overall belt. See who wins the overall things once we get going. So yeah, I am your champion, and let's go through the games right quick. I'm going to tell you who's going to win, who's going to lose. Let's get started. All right, here we are with predictions of each week. I'm your champion. I'm going against myself this week, so I'll be champion next week as well. We're going to kick things off here with tonight's game. Less than, what time is it now? It's 12 o'clock, so we're less than 9 hours away from kickoff. It's going to be great. Falcons versus the Eagles, the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles. Still don't sound right, does it? Falcons versus the Eagles, the battle of the birds. I'm going to take the Eagles. They're going to win. They're going to have a lot of emotion, which could backfire also too against them with all the emotion, the getting the rings, this and that, the dropping of the banner, the fireworks, the glitz, the glamour. But I don't think it affects him too much. Nick Foles, he won the Super Bowl, and he'll week one. He'll win week one. All right, moving on here to the Bengals versus the Colts. Man, that's a kind of a toughie. Both teams are trying to improve from last year. Andrew Luck is back. I'm going to take the Colts. Bills versus the Ravens. Give me a circle of wagons. Give me the Bills. Bucks versus Saints. I hope they tie. I don't like either of these teams, but I'm gonna go with Saints. Saints will win because Bucks. I can't even tell you who their starting quarterback is right now without Jameis being there. Texans versus the Patriots. Here's an upset, people. Week one upset. Bold prediction for week one. The Texans will go into Foxborough and they will win. They will win week one, and they're going to beat Tom Terrific and the Patriots. 49ers versus the Vikings. Jimmy G loses his first game of his NFL starting career to the Minnesota Vikings and Cousin Kurt. Tennessee Titans versus the Dolphins. I will take the Titans. Saxonville versus the New York Little Giants. Give me Saxonville. Let's see that Saquon Barkley. Let's see what he does against, has a lot of hype coming in. This is a very good defense to see how he will do and how he will fare in the season. But give me Saxonville. The Steelers versus the Browns. Bold prediction number 2. Browns win week one against the Steel Fathers. And hey, that's one of their 6 games they will win this year. The Chefs, aka the Chiefs, versus the the LA Chargers. Give me my Mahomes and the Tyreek Hill and the Kansas City Chiefs. Redskins versus Cardinals. You know what? Cardinals. Seahawks versus the Broncos. I would take the Seahawks. The Bears versus Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers just got paid. You know what happens when you get paid? You get, I ain't going to say it because you already know. And he'll probably get it after this game because he's going to win. The first Monday night game, always a doubleheader in week 1. I love Monday night, week 1 doubleheaders. Jets versus the Loins. I'm going to take the Lions, even though Monday night, Sam Darnold, starting quarterback of the New York Jets, but give me Matt Stafford and the Lions. Second game of Monday night, the Rams versus the Raiders. The late kickoff, 10:30 kickoff out there in Oakland land, the black hole before they're off of Vegas in a couple years. So, but give me LA Rams, give me Jared Goff, give me that super team defense. All right, now I skipped one of the 4 o'clock games because hold on, let me put this on right quick. Because this game, I hate this game. This game I absolutely despise. I looked at the schedule when it came out. I said, really, week 1, the Cowboys versus the Panthers? Like, I can't enjoy week 1. Like, it couldn't have been like week 2 or 3. But it's best to get it out the way, get it over with, so I can go back and actually enjoying football. I will not be watching this game because I just can't take it. When they played last time they played on Thanksgiving, Romo got hurt again. It was terrible. I was happy. I was sad at the same time. I cried. I didn't really cry, but I was like, damn, Romo got hurt. But hey, Cam is fucking still 15. They went 15-1 that year. So, but I have to pick one. I've been a Cowboys fan since I was, not even born yet. I was a Panthers fan before they even had their first ever practice. I had matter of fact, I have a sweatshirt in my closet. It's a 1993 Carolina Panthers sweatshirt, and they didn't play their first game until 95, which they played in Clemson University. A little back history on that there. But since I have to put this to the side, and the Panthers are going to win. They're just a better team. Zeke, I think, gets, he'll get his, but the Panthers win. And I can be done with this game and be over with. But Panthers win. And that is your week 1 predictions. I am looking forward to week 2 so I can have people to the left, people to the right of me, and we're going to make this more interesting for you guys out there in the Mind universe. And that is the conclusion of the prediction show and the preview show of the 2019 NFL season. And I cannot wait. It's going to be great. Panthers are going to win the Super Bowl. Cowboys, like I said, they'll make the playoffs. So, but good luck to you and all your teams out there. And let's just pray this year. I'm honest to God. We had way too many injuries last year, especially quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, et cetera, et cetera. I really want to see good football this year. And with that, we need to have everybody healthy, which ain't going to happen. Everybody be healthy, but let's just hope we don't have as many injuries as we did last year. And you know what? I'm with Nike.